Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow AdrianCollegeTV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Two unbeaten teams enter the AIA as it's the visiting University of Pittsburgh Panthers coming in to play the home squad, the Adrian College Bulldogs, in this men's ACHA Division I contest. One enters 4-0, one enters 3-0. My name is Sean Whitmer. Joining me in the booth today is Nathan Lindner. And we have an exciting slate of Division I hockey on our hands here today. Bulldogs coming in. They had a little bit of a sloppy contest last week against Northwood. They found themselves coming out with the win still. But if they play that same brand of hockey this weekend and next weekend, their record will change drastically. Nathan, how are we feeling coming into today?
We're feeling really good on this Friday night. Beautiful night for some hockey as an extended horn welcomes the Adrian College Bulldogs to the ice, as well as the University of Pittsburgh. Yeah, really dirty game for Adrian College the last game out. 12 penalties, including a 10-minute game misconduct against Griffin Zaski. So they'll really be looking to play a lot more cleaner as you get into these closer ball games with teams at much more your skill level. The name of the game is, can you stay out of the box? You know, that's really where we see the difference is special teams and power plays. How can you handle that? Can you stay out of the box? As long as you're able to do that, it usually works out pretty well.
Yeah, and this Bulldogs team is a team that loves to play physical, but usually they play physical in a manner that keeps them out of the box. That's something that we didn't see last weekend. Going into this weekend, they have Pitt. Pitt's going to capitalize on a lot of those opportunities. And the special teams has really been what's kept the Bulldogs afloat so far this season. As we take a look at some of the players to watch today, I'm going to throw it back to Nate. He's going to give us some Bulldogs to look out for.
Yeah, obviously looking at the player stats here, you got Eli Reimer leading the team with 9 points. He got 3 goals and 6 assists, so not only one of the top goal scorers, but dishing it out at a high level of frequency. Also, Justin Jammer and Sebastian Smith, the captain, returns for Adrian College. So they'll be looking out for them in the gold sweaters. As far as University of Pittsburgh comes in, Augie Ashley leads the team with 10 points, 3 goals, and 7 assists. So both point leaders are high assist totals. Both are leading the teams in assists. Also for Pitt, we have Anthony Sawicki and Santino Multari leading the team with 5 goals apiece. Sawicki adds 2 assists and Multari 1 assist. So that'll be it for the light blue, almost royal blue sweaters there for Pittsburgh. We'll see Augie Ashley and Sawicki out there. Number 7 is Ashley and Sawicki. Thanks, Sean. You just ruined my computer.
Taking a look at some of the numbers real quick as far as penalties go, leading the team 4 penalties in blue over there for the Pittsburgh Panthers, mind you. Drake Tomac comes in with 17 minutes spent in the box. For the Bulldogs, it's a very similar matchup as Griffin Zaski, 16 minutes in the box, but that accounts for the 10-minute game misconduct that he received last game. It'll be interesting to see how he continues to get his season rolling as the Bulldogs are about to get their starting lineup announced on this game. Lights come on here in the AIA. You know that means that it's going to be an exciting night of Bulldog hockey action. Tomorrow's contest will be at 1 o'clock. It'll be Nathan Lindner and Alex Herman on the call for that one. But as we look ahead at this game, the Panthers are going to try to steal one away from the favorites in the Bulldogs. Nate, who do you think is going to be the X factor for the Pittsburgh Panthers if they're going to be successful today?
Now, obviously, it starts with the goaltenders. And of course, we have number 29 for the Panthers, Samuel Coppola. Both guys in net are really going to be a huge factor. It's obvious with the hockey match and how it works out here. But also, I'm looking at guys, you know, like Ashley, of course, the leading goal scorer, or excuse me, the leading point scorer, Sawicki Hrip. But I'm going to take a wild guess in the dark and say that Andras Forehand is going to score a goal tonight. That's my pick for the night.
So your X factor for the Panthers is Andras Forehand. If we take a look at the Bulldogs, who's the X factor for them coming into this contest?
It's got to be Sebastian Smith, the captain, starter, also with Jammer, who just got announced there. Those guys really set the pace, set the tempo, lead this team, Bulldogs, to victory here tonight. If they're able to stay safe and stay out of the box, then Bulldogs will be looking good here.
Well, we're going to step aside as we get the national anthem underway. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog hockey action on ACTV. We'll be right back after this.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1 to 15 faculty to student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Welcome back. Anthem was sung beautifully, and now we're going to get some hockey action underway. I'd like to thank you for sticking around through that short break. Once again, my name is Sean Whitmer. Joining me is Nathan Lindner. So the Panthers starting off 3-0. They've had a hot start to this season despite having a little bit of a rough start last year.
Yeah, they are 3-0 this year. Wins against West Virginia, Duquesne, and Penn State all at home. Last year they were 13-16, ended the season on a 7-game losing streak. The year before they were 21-17. So the Panther team on the up and up. They're preseason number 20 in the nation. Bulldogs, of course, up there preseason number 2. So we'll see how these two teams fare tonight.
As the Bulldogs take control underneath, pass up, Reimer taps it over, Jammer plays it, Reimer shoots, recovered by Jammer in front. No, it's going to be loose, knocked away. Panthers going the other way. McLaughlin plays it off the boards. Now they're playing it forward, stolen away by the Bulldogs. Jammer plays it for Smith. Tries to okey-doke the defender, can't get it off the boards back. Traska, as it's played along the side. Reimer, and odd deflection. Easy save by Peyton Traska. So first whistle of the game comes just over 1 minute into action there, and it's been about as fast as we expected, about as back and forth as we would have expected. Only 2-1 as far as the shots on goal go. Now playing it, fans on the shot. They play it back. Launch down the ice. Off the boards. Cross ice feed. Gajewski puts the brakes on. Hard wrister blocked away. 3 Panthers putting pressure on the Bulldogs. It'll be off the boards. Toth hits the rewind button. Some nice contact over on the far side. Now played up to Gajewski. Skates into the offensive zone. Nice move by Gajewski, making an attack towards the net. And now he'll pull it away and reset. Toth fires one in front. Still loose. Off the boards. Toth on the point. Skates back, deflected high and into the protective netting. So we'll get another breather, and seems like these two teams just want to play in 1 minute increments right now.
Yeah, both these teams flying up and down the ice, exactly what we expected. Obviously the high energy. In goal tonight for Pittsburgh is Samuel Kapala. He struggled a little bit this year. He's got 2 games played, he's 2-0, but he has a 5.49 goals against.
I'd like to get that number down. Allen plays it up. Schaumburger inside, some contact, battling, and fought off the puck was Marley. It'll be another face-off there to the right.
Yeah, really good job there by Coppola to just get on the puck with his little glove there and force a face-off.
Marley battles for possession into the corner. Back for Strasky. It takes an odd hop. Panthers able to steal it away. Going the other way is Ashley. He takes the shot. And it shoots, scores off the rebound. Lost eye of the puck, but the Panthers strike first. It's Santino Moltari. Remind you, it's Anthony Sawecki.
Anthony Sawecki just cleaning up the emptiness here as a really good rush by Ashley, the main goal scorer. To Traska, couldn't keep it in his basket. It floats out, and Sawecki cleans it up, gives the Panthers an early 1-0 lead and silences the crowd here at the Arrington Ice Arena.
Pass into the slot, stolen away. Takes an odd hop. Going back is Reagan, plays it to the far side, and a big hit knocks the door open up against the boards. Whistle sounded immediately. It looked like the stick got lodged in the door and shattered.
Yeah, got a broken twig out there on the ice. Maybe a little bit of frustration coming from the Bulldogs after letting that initial goal up early in this one.
Reagan battles for possession. It's taken by the Panthers. Pass up ice. Traska plays it wide. Bounces into the neutral zone. Playing for possession. No icing or offside. Reagan plays it to a stumbling teammate. Now back off the boards. Bulldogs dump it in to make the change. Picking it up is Peluso. Plays it forward. Contact from behind. McLaughlin with the hit. Reimer picks up the puck back behind the net. Deflection sends the puck sky high. Now underneath, McLaughlin chases after. He'll recover. Skates around. Played forward. No, stolen away by the Panthers. Hard wrister and big contact makes him pay. Still loose in the crease. And it stays in the offensive zone for the Panthers. Doing everything they can to keep it as Mistay sends it point to point. Settling things down underneath. Trying to go for the wraparound and diving on top of it is Traska.
Traska taking matters into his own hands that one. He's got to be kicking himself after letting up that early goal as we play 4 minutes into the opening period here. I think him and all the rest of the Bulldogs just kind of take a deep breath here, get their feet under them. Maybe a little nervous here on the Friday night against the D1 team in Pittsburgh.
Tight, tough angle shot. Puck stays loose. Wrapping the boards, trying to make an effort to keep it in. It will escape. Forehand chases after it. And he's looking like the X Factor right now as it's played forward. Takes an odd tumble off the boards, but stays in play. Nice team defense by the Bulldogs. Just chasing the puck around right now. Goes underneath into the corner. Battling for possession. DeCaliu in there. Panthers take it away. The hard shot. Up and into the netting. So we'll have another whistle. 15 minutes and 15 seconds in, and this game is flying with 4 shots on goal apiece.
Yeah, not a whole lot of whistles. A couple of them just spaced 1 minute apart. A one-time opportunity there taken by Brady Rotolo. Good opportunity, just blocked away into the netting. Bulldogs live to see another face-off.
And it looks like the Bulldogs' footing has just been a little bit off here to start this game as Schomburger makes a move and takes some contact. Nice save by Kapala. Passed underneath. Sidestepping. Cross crease pass. Now flipped back behind. Bulldogs handling it. Pass right in front. Stolen back and forth. Marley can't keep it. It's over the head of Allen. Chasing after it. And it will be icing as Santino Moltari couldn't get there in time.
A good forecheck there by Anthony Sawicki back in his own end to prohibit the Bulldogs from scoring opportunity there. He can do it on both ends of the ice if we've seen thus far in the opening period.
Schomburger with the face-off against Augie Ashley. It's off the boards, back, Strasky plays it onto the winger. Marley, couple steps forward, pass is deflected. Schomburger plays it back for Marley, battling for possession up against the boards. Stolen away by Ashley, played it forward. The goal scorer plays it up to Moltari as now the puck will get knocked loose into the neutral zone. A hard line drive shot just over the head of Traska. Bulldogs will slow things down. Letting some players make some changes. Now the pressure getting applied by Kavulik. Cross ice feed. Mins struggling to handle it. Nye makes a beeline. It's played up ice. Mins tries to make a play. Nye steals it away. Now Mins underneath. pass right in front. Unable to handle it, McLaughlin on the blue line. Saucers one in, no deflection made. It's an easy save. McLaughlin beelines for the puck, sends it into the corner. Nye scoops it up against the boards. Mins takes it away. Panthers taking away all options. McLaughlin on the blue line. Saucers another one in. Contact with the netminder. No whistle. Puck still loose. Battling, and there is the whistle. Panthers don't like the contact out of Brandon Nye. Whistle came late.
Yeah, and that last shot there, the shot came in, and almost at the same time, Nye bumped into the goaltender in Coppola. And then I think it's the funniest part of a goaltender is what they do is they lay on their back to stop the puck. Always find that hilarious when we played NHL on an Xbox. It's the best mode.
Reimer taking this face off here against number 11 in blue, Fripp. Drop and won by number 17. That's Pytrek. Reimer flips it underneath. Battling for possession. Now played to the blue line. McLaughlin, one-timer tipped, knocked away. Smith picks it up in the corner. He'll take it to the other corner. It's going to be stolen away by the Panthers. Played long for Pytrek. And a left long as well. Jammer saucers down into the corner. Smith putting pressure on. It's played back. Jammer with some contact. More contact from McLaughlin. Picked up by Smith. Wraps around. Sends one in. It's deflected away. Smith. Nice tape-to-tape feed. McLaughlin. One-timer into the chest of Kapala. And they'll stay clean.
Yeah, really good job. Bulldogs are getting a lot of shots on net here. As of late, they now lead at 10-4 in the shot total. Pittsburgh's doing a really good job at just kind of collapsing on the Bulldogs when they're in their own zone, not giving them any room to work. They're really clogging up the passing lanes and giving them a hard time. The Bulldogs can't really move freely, and that's what's hindering them from scoring an opening goal.
6 shots in 2.5 minutes for the Bulldogs. Now skating backwards is Gajewski. He'll play it to the defender. Nice saucer pass, and it'll be deflected through the air by Schaefer. Turin not too happy about his stick getting knocked out of his hand there after the play was over.
Yeah, and I think he was also the guy that got his stick knocked out earlier. As you can see, the referee picking up the twig on the far side.
If I'm not mistaken, that stick was broken and Turin dropped it himself to get a new one. Chippiness, something we're very familiar with here at the AIA, as this is saucered in, caught and released. Big contact behind, sends him into the boards. It will escape into the neutral zone. Big hit coming and able to avoid it. Gajewski with a nice move, getting to the near side of the ice, now making a move back inside. Stolen away by the Panthers, can't find the puck. And they will clear it up. Taking control is Zaski. Panthers resetting. Played behind for Schaefer. Trying to set up a rush. It's off the skate of Gajewski. Schaefer will make a change. Bulldogs play it forward. Allen on the line. Back for Schomburger. Now left for Zaski. He'll play it off the boards. Marley shoots inside. Deflected and covered up. No goal, and some niceties after the whistle between some gold and blue.
Yeah, I must say a really nice color combination here we got going on with the jerseys. Royal blue and a gold here for Adrian College. I think it was really important for Pittsburgh to get that opening goal early on and really boost their confidence. You know, after a 4-hour drive here, it's important to get things going early to make the crowd, you know, not much of a factor.
Wrap around for the Bulldogs. Now breaks applied in the corner, making a move towards the front. Stolen away. Going the other way. Sawicki. And they'll send one in. It won't even reach the red line. Trying to play it into the corner. Knocked free. Schomburger plays it for Strasky. Strasky keeps it wide on the stick. Going to the far corner. Sawicki goes the other way. Dumps it in. It'll be picked up by Brow. Fighting for possession. Neither team really keeping solid control now as Brow plays it to the far side of the ice. Some big contact there, and Nye takes a tumble. Panthers take control. Playing it up the ice is Smith. It's tapped, but deflected. Strasky plays it over for Nye. Now saucered up the ice. Taken back and launched back underneath. Traska will play it forward. Bulldogs captain Justin Jammer over on the contact in the corner. McLaughlin in reverse. He'll play it up. One tap over to Reagan. Cash Reagan with the shot, and it's deflected away. Jammer back to McLaughlin. Alone on the point, sends it in, deflected and high. Toth to Reagan. Now Jammer sends it cross ice feed over to Mott. Jammer picks it up, and the whistle will sound. We'll have a change, and it looks like we'll have an offside call with the drop on the far side.
Yeah, Bulldog just unable to get it back across the blue line as it was entering in right in front of us here. The Bulldogs get blown for the offsides. We'll have a neutral zone faceoff.
Interesting not to have a whistle for anybody going to the box yet. It's been chippy. The refs are definitely trying to keep things clean as much as they can without having to penalize players. Saucered in underneath. Now played free and untouched. Chance at icing. Bulldogs are stuck with their current line. I don't think they'll complain having one of their captains out there, as well as Blake Weidman, Zaski. I believe that's Reimer. And I'm not sure who the fifth man is.
I think it's Cyrus Toth. I think the pace of play has just been so fast, and we haven't really been bogged down in one area where penalties are able to occur. You know, players just able to move freely up and down the ice. Nothing happening really where a ref needs to put his hand up.
As the whistle will sound on the falling away shot from Derek Petrick.
Yeah, just over 9 minutes to go here. Petrick sends an errant shot on net. That's their first shot in a while, now up to 5. Bulldogs still lead that category with 13.
Played behind. Zaski puts the brakes on. Tries to skate forward. Nice moves. Plays it up to Smith. Cross ice feed. Weidman dives in. Reimer leaves it for Smith. The shot, and it's off the mark. Reimer picks it up. Goes into the corner. Break supply. Backhand feed to Smith. Goes underneath. Spins. Some contact. Weidman coming in for help. Now Reimer will join him. Fighting for the puck. Reimer skates back. Make sure there's no unmanned Panthers. Stolen away. Smith off the board feed. Toth, one-timer. And a glove save. A phenomenal one at that. Great job at staying clean by the junior netminder out of Meadville, Pennsylvania.
You can always count on Blake Weidman to come in and shake things up. Not afraid to get in the dirty works, and that seems to be a common theme here in Adrian College. Young defensemen now growing a little older, they just seem to know where to put themselves.
Strasky able to keep it in. It's knocked down. DeCalu put into the boards. Battling. That's a big Bulldog player over there in Mateo Turin, 6'6". Nothing to scoff at, but the Panthers aren't shying away from contact one bit. DeCalu to Turin, stolen away on the pass. Long up the ice feed. Chance at tripping, no arm raised. So we'll keep things clean. Another up the ice feed, stolen away once again. Just back and forth and a big hit. Mateo Turin using the size. Gajewski cuts through defenders, weaving, making it look easy, puts the brakes on, pass in front. No, deflected right off the stick, stolen away by his teammate. McLaughlin deflects it low. Now picked up, saucered forward. Chances Sawicki. He gets hit hard by McLaughlin. And there goes the cleanliness of this game. We'll have our first person entering the sin bin.
Yeah, first penalty of the night. Going to go against Ethan McLaughlin, the defenseman. It looks like he got either the stick or his hand up in the face of Anthony Sawicki, who's been all over the place. We've been calling his name a lot. Obviously scored the first goal in the opening minutes. And we'll see get the first look at the Pittsburgh power play.
It'll be interesting to see what the coaching staff does. First penalty, 7 minutes in, or mind you, 13 minutes into the game. 7 minutes remaining here in the first period. But for the Bulldogs, this is something that you know they have harped on. We have got to get these numbers lower. Their penalty kill did phenomenally last week, though. Panthers play it back, tipped in front, deflected. It'll find the corner. Mott putting pressure on. Passed over to Bilski. One-time opportunity deflected in front by Mott. Bulldogs eat it on the chest. Another opportunity deflected by Mott. Now played up top. Swung to the circle. Deflected away. Can't clear it. Bulldogs trapped in a corner. Wanting the one-time opportunity is Rotolo. He'll take the chance. It'll fan away high. And a clear job, great job by the Bulldogs. Justin Jammer, the team captain. Brandon Nye, mind you, stealing it away and taking things into the offensive side. He gets tripped up, no arm. We'll keep playing. Nye keeps possession, flips it into the corner. Played underneath. Loose twig on the ice. Fighting for possession. Pushing paste is Keystay. Swing it underneath. Played forward. Trying to steal it away is Brandon Nye. It's stolen by the Panthers. Pass right into the crease, and great defensive awareness by the Bulldogs to squander that opportunity, and Zaski does it again. Perfectly cleared, using the boards to ride it off the plexi. Weidman putting pressure on, along with Jammer. Weidman almost stole it away, would have had a breakaway chance. Flipped forward, and nice job making the save, Peyton Traska.
Nathaniel Mott just took two shots, right, one to his chest and one to his leg. Saved 2 goals, an epic just way to stick in there. And then on the other end, I think it was Zaski also was in there defensively. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was Strasky who was up in the offensive end, just killed a lot of that time, really made things happen with his legs. A turnover from the goalie, and Coppola, valuable seconds ticking off that time.
And the Panthers are just going to let the Bulldogs get back to full strength. McLaughlin comes in immediately, making plays on defense. Mott with a phenomenal move. Plays it aside to Toth, back to Mott. Up ice feed, Jammer tries to feed it to Smith, it left it long. Mott racing back. He'll be the first man there, so that will lead to icing. Panthers are stuck with their current line.
Yeah, Bulldogs finally get another offensive zone draw here. It was actually Brandon Nye who was doing a little bit of dirty work on the offensive end off the turnover from Coppola, and then Griffin Zaski, of course, back down low. So Mott, Nye, and Zaski did tremendous work on that power kill.
Schomburger gets tied up. It's left for Strasky. Strasky puts one in front, arm raised as Marley hit the deck, but it's going to be against the Bulldogs as the Panthers are racing up. And now the whistle will sound. Turns out it will be against the Panthers. There was some miscommunication. I don't think the official there realized who had the puck.
Yeah,
So-
it was pretty obvious what happened in front with Andres' forehand just kind of checked interference against Luke Marley, who fell down, kind of sold the call a little bit, and then I guess the referee Jonesy, that one is a common staple here at the AIA, didn't realize Pitt had the puck, so Pitt thinks, okay, we got the puck, no whistle blown. We're going to pull our goalie and try to get an extra attacker out here.
I think it was actually the act of pulling the goalie that made Jonesy realize as McLaughlin's shot is deflected away. Back to McLaughlin on the point. He'll play it over for Reimer. Reimer skates forward, tries to give it back to McLaughlin. Recovered by Reagan. Makes an attack. He'll make a move. Skates around. Passing it. McLaughlin sends one in front. Deflected away by a Panther. Reagan to Reimer. McLaughlin. Plays it to the far side of the ice. Back to McLaughlin. From the point, and it's deflected off some wood. McLaughlin will take it once again. He'll play it to Reimer, who was diving in front. And now Reimer wraps around the opportunity. Puck still loose. McLaughlin keeps it in the offensive zone. Played onto the wing. Now back for Reimer. McLaughlin swinging it over. Reimer with the dive. He keeps the puck clean. McLaughlin skating in, getting a little bit tighter as this is a cross-crease shot. McLaughlin able to keep it in the offensive zone. He's been everywhere. This puck deflected, stolen away. Reagan shot off the shoulder. Had a chance to deflect and go in. He'll keep it on his stick. Feeds Reimer. Back to McLaughlin, and it will escape the zone. 35 remains in the penalty. 2:55 in the game, or in the period, mind you. Zaski puts the brakes on, but lost his footing late in the period when the ice gets a little bit slicker. Skates don't dig in as well. Bulldogs playing it forward. Zaski making moves through everyone. Nice pass to DeCalu. Couldn't handle it. He'll take a tumble into the corner. Now Zaski picks it up. Sends one in, and Zaski! The Bulldogs answer!
Right at the end of the power play, Bulldogs are able to capitalize literally as the seconds tick down. Zaski from the point, just a little wrister on net. And Kapala maybe looking for a tip and ends up not being, so Zaski will get credit for the goal. He did it on both ends. I thought for a couple of times there the Bulldogs maybe should have taken a shot when they didn't. They had a wide open net. One shot did bang off of the mask of Kapala off the side of his head, but here late in the first period, the Bulldogs tie it up. And both back-to-back penalties, one for each team. And now we're even as we head towards the latter stages of the first period.
And an icing call, so we'll move the face-off only a second and a half later. Right into the left side, the right side of Capola.
Yeah, back in the offensive attack here. Ethan McLaughlin, I thought, made a lot of nice plays there at the blue line when we were early in the penalty kill, or excuse me, in the power play. Just keeping it in the zone. He did that about 3 times.
Played over to Brow. Skates in, retreats, tries to play it in front. It's stolen away. Now on the attack is Pytrick. Stolen right back. Allen puts some pace. Under 2 minutes remaining. Pass right in front. Deflected away. Pytrick. Cross ice feed. Picked up by forehand. He'll play it in. He'll get off the ice. It's played back off the legs of a Bulldog player and now played for Allen. He skates up, takes some contact, and now a tie up there. Schomburger will saucer it into the corner. Unable to handle it was Marley. Now going the other way, brakes applied. Deflected but recovered by the Panthers. And it was an awkward backhand after stumbling there by Augie Ashley. The sophomore has heard his name called a couple times tonight.
Yeah, Ashley just a last-ditch effort. Threw a backhand on net, maybe hoping for a ricochet and a rebound here, as that's how they did their first goal for the Pittsburgh Panthers as we tick down here, 75 seconds to go.
Puck deflected, now gonna wrap the boards. It'll be picked up by Mins. Plays it forward for Reagan. Reagan trying to scoop it around with the wraparound chance. 1 minute remains. Reagan steals it away. At center ice, he'll saucer it forward. Picked up. Foster, pass forward to Suecki. Playing it back, playing patient with it. Battling is Reagan, putting the pressure on. He'll get replaced by Turin. McLaughlin sends one in. It's deflected before reaching the boards. Bulldogs applying pressure with 25 seconds remaining here in the first period. Some contact. Now knocked away. Mott. Breaks applied. Trying to make a man look silly. Sends one in front. And Mott will steal it away, but going the wrong way. 8 seconds remain. Saucered forward. Turin plays it up. Almost hits the netting. Mott to McLaughlin, and that will end the first period of play. A lot of fast back and forth action from these two teams, and the whistle finally sounds for everyone to get a breather. So 1 goal early in the game for the Panthers, and since then they haven't really gotten much going offensively. It's been all Bulldogs. Nate, what do the Panthers have to do to keep this game as close as it's been from getting out of hand?
They just got to take advantage of the opportunities that they can get. You know, obviously the one ricochet off of Traska led to a goal early on in the first period, but they just had a lot of time in their own end. Bulldogs just constantly adding pressure. That's just the theme of the Dogs here at the AIA. They don't really trust themselves a lot on the defensive end. They want to just get it up and get things going offensively. They have strong forwardsmen. If they can get it to those guys, they can usually make plays and put some shots on net, look for the rebound opportunity, and make Traska work extra hard. He's only faced 8 shots, let 1 in.
So looking ahead at the Bulldogs, as you mentioned, they've only let in 1 shot, but what do they have to do offensively to really capitalize on some of the opportunities? They've had 18 shots on goal, but they've had a lot more opportunities that they've squandered away, and it's really what's kept this at a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, 18 shots on goal, but I even think they should have more, because sometimes they just don't take the shot when no one's in front of the net. You know, a lot of times they look for the tip from the point maybe, but perhaps I saw a couple times Reagan was down there. He had an open net just on the side, decided not to take it, wants to make the extra pass in front, make it an easier goal. Sometimes they just need to throw it on net and hope for that rebound opportunity in front. I mean, when you have a guy like Mateo Turn, 6'6", in front of the goaltender, it's pretty hard to see. So just throw the shot on net, see what happens. I like how they're working it around, really strong defenseman play. That's how it's going to be moving on forward. McLaughlin does it, Nathaniel Mott, Weidman in there as well. They just have really strong defensemen, and that's the name of the game.
Weidman, of course, a forward, but plays very defensive at the forward position. As we look, quick update on the penalties from earlier in the period. So Ethan McLaughlin was called with indirect contact to the head. Andreas forehand, interference, both served 2 minutes. The goal was by Griffin Zaski with assists from Sebastian Smith and Keegan DeCallieu. And the pit goal was scored by Anthony Suecki with an assist from number 7, Augie Ashley. It's Suecki's 6th goal and Ashley's 8th assist. That was Zaski's first goal on the season. And how about that as a bounce back after having the 10-minute misconduct in their last action. My name is Sean Whitmer. Joining me in the booth is Nathan Lindner. We'd like to remind you that we'll be right back after we get the surface clean, so don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACHA.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow AdrianCollegeTV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Welcome back here inside the Arrington Ice Arena. We came back just in time as they came back at the same time. My name is Sean Whitmer. Joining me in the booth today is Nathan Lindner. And not too many whistles blown there in the first period as far as things to look at on our stats. I'm going to hand it over to Nathan here to give us some of the stats from the first period of play.
Yeah, it jumped out. Obviously, both these teams flying up and down the ice. We had an early goal by Pittsburgh. Number 15, Anthony Sawicki, on the assist by Augie Ashley, so adding to his team-leading point scores. And then 2 penalties in the middle there. One first by the Bulldogs, Ethan McLaughlin for indirect contact to the head. That one at 13 minutes exactly. And then for Pitt, Andrash Forand was marked for interference at 15:36, which led to a power play goal. Not really a power play goal, but it was like 2 seconds after the penalty got off, so pretty much a power play goal. That one scored by Griffin Zaski on the assist from Sebastian Smith and Keegan DeCalloway. So as we flip sides for both these teams' ice, I think Pitt and Adrian College both think they're probably in a pretty good spot. You know, Pitt got on the board early, so they cracked the ice. They know they can score. And for Adrian College, I think they're really looking good. Obviously 1-1, maybe want to be leading after one is obviously a big role. But as we move forward here with 20 minutes to go in the second period, we'll see how aggressively they come out or if they take it a little slower in the middle stages of this game.
We enter the face-off. Reimer sends it backward. Big hit there against the boards by Mott. Sends it underneath, whistle sounds, and we're going to have icing.
The early icing into this one, 9 seconds in. I really hope that's not a sign of what's going to happen, as if we're going to have a lot of whistles to go here in the second period.
So we look forward to another face-off here just very quickly. And now Jammer picks it up underneath, plays it in front. It's deflected away. McLaughlin fakes the one-timer. Now he'll send it underneath. Smith picks it up, leaves it behind for Jammer. Off the boards, McLaughlin sends it in front. Picking it up and racing the other way was Pytrick, but it's stolen back by the Panthers. Whistle sounds.
Looks like we've got an early penalty here, so Bulldogs go back on the power play. This one going against number 17, Derek Pytrick. Just heard his name a second ago. Minor penalty for high sticking, so 2 minutes for the Bulldogs to capitalize, take their first lead of the night.
It's going to be Justin Jammer on the dot. Swipes at it, now battling for possession. Back for Zaski, sends it cross ice feet. Over to Smith, diving in front. Plays off the boards. Nice move. Now back for Zaski. Saucer one in, looked for the deflection, unable to get it. Gajewski picks it up underneath. Now he goes for the backhand in front, off the skate. Can't handle it, it'll escape the zone and go underneath the Bulldogs' goal. Official call on the penalty was high sticking. Zaski plays it forward to Jammer. He gets bodied up into the boards. Cross ice feed, now right in front for Jammer. Couldn't tip it in. Zaski leaves it behind for Smith. Sends one that gets deflected. Gajewski underneath. Picking it up is DeCalloway. Now off the body. Some contact. Stolen away and pushed underneath. Traska leaves it for Jammer. Now back Zaski. Zaski scored the only goal with this unit on the ice. Plays it forward. Gajewski racing through everyone, and it's deflected up and over. Gajewski still chasing. Jammer recovers the loose puck back from McLaughlin. Sends one in front. It's wide. Panthers battling to get possession back. Look to clear it, and it's underneath the skate of McLaughlin. Time expires, and that's a successful penalty kill for the Panthers. Another shot attempt. Allen leaves it wide. Brow plays it back. Allen will recover. In the corner, skating around. Allen racing and a little too fast for himself. He'll push the puck into the neutral zone. Get things back into the offensive area. Reagan plays it off the boards. Bulldogs clear. Now a chance to attack for the Panthers, but they're called offsides.
Yeah, Petrick called offsides there. He committed the penalty that led to the Bulldogs power play. Interestingly enough for the Bulldogs, they actually swapped their two units. The first unit that came out in this power play was actually the second unit that came out in the last power play, which was the one that actually scored the goal. And maybe that's just kind of how it worked out, with the first unit probably being the starters who started the period. Penalty took place about 40 seconds in, so they just swapped the roles.
Playing it underneath, and that takes an odd bounce. Now battling for possession. Traska got lucky there after that bounce. Marley weaving through the defenders. Marley taking it himself, and it's poked away. Weidman putting pressure on, and nice hit by Weidman. Two players get tangled up. Bulldogs will pick up possession. Now Marley putting the pressure on. Puck gets left long, played up the boards. Backhand feed deflected into the offensive zone. Now back into the neutral zone. Going the other way is the Panthers. The Panthers racing, shot, glove save. Moltari tried to take advantage of the line change by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was about as routine as safe you can get for Peyton Traska. Caught it right in the glove, right just above his hip. Nice save there. Now pace has picked up a little bit. No whistles during the power play, and we sit under 16 minutes to go here. Back and forth we go, 1-1 game.
Currently, nobody wanting to take the face-off for the Panthers, and now they will. Bulldogs trying to play it out of their defensive zone. Big contact into the boards. Playing things back was Forand. Toth to Reimer. Turin can't handle it. Bounced up into his stomach. Bulldogs playing in their defensive zone quite a bit right now. Forand takes a mean tumble into the boards. A little bit of payback right away as Reimer was put into the boards too, but much cleaner there. So Reimer will sit down and he will serve for what will likely be cross-checking. Waiting for the official signal here. Cross-check it is. So Bulldogs, one man down for the next 2 minutes. That is, of course, unless they can score first. They play it in front, and, well, me and Herm had to deal with this a lot when he was here last weekend. 4 seconds into the power play, we have a whistle. That happened about 20 times in that game last weekend that we called. Just instant shots. Now playing it into the corner. Mott picks it up. So the Panthers play it back. Now trying to make the attack. Played into the offensive zone. Putting the brakes on, doing a little twirl is Crowell. Now Crowell plays it underneath. The pass deflected, knocked down. Back to Crowell. Crowell up top for Peluso. Mott clears it aside. Cross ice feed. Recovered by Pezo. Pezo to Peluso, now underneath. Back to Peluso on the point. He keeps it in the offensive zone. The one-timer on one knee. It'll go underneath. Nice contact there by the Bulldogs as the time just eating away on the Panthers. Here as the puck is sky high. It's loose in the crease, still loose. No one's covered it up. Peluso with the opportunity. It's knocked away. It's still free. And the Bulldogs will clear the puck. It was Nathaniel Mott, and I think Mott's going to find himself going to the sin bin.
A great defensive play there by Mott. Him and both McLaughlin were really just down there in front of the goal, doing the dirty work, taking the shots to their chest that by all means necessary. That's the name of the game, like we said, for the Panthers, would just throw shots on net, look for a deflection, a rebound, chance to score, and really a great opportunity there right at the end before Mott was able to clear it. He had at the point was Alex Peluso, had a chance with about 6 or 7 bodies in front of the net. Couldn't get it to go.
So 5-on-3 for the next 25 seconds. Puck drop, played, now cross ice feed. Panthers moving quick. Shot slips across the crease. Rotolo on the dot. Back-to-back feeds, it's off the back. And now another attempt is gonna be off a body. Bulldogs get one player back. Still a power play for the next minute and 30 seconds. Reimer comes in to play defense. And the glove save. Great job by Traska. It'll allow for a line change and allow Reimer to get off the ice.
Yeah, I don't think Reimer really needs a break after just had 2 minutes in the sin bin, but he'll take a breather anyway. Bulldogs get a fresh 8 legs out on the ice to kill this last 87 seconds of penalty.
Less about Reimer needing a break, more about him just not being in that line, I don't think. I think it was more of a needing a line change, and now a clear coming well out of the crease to pick it up is Coppola. Leaves it behind. Turin putting pressure on. Turin and Weidman sandwich. Petrick, as now it's back underneath Coppola. Pick up the puck, they play it long for Petrick. Beats Zaski. Battling for the puck. Couple Bulldog defenders. Now an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Brandon Nye with 1 to beat. Tries to make a move, and it's great stick work out of Peluso. So Nye will leave the ice after getting tripped up. Jammer putting pressure on. Crowell's pass, left long spin. An opportunity, the shot. Deflected away. Now the Panthers transitioning the other way, and it's deflected up and into the netting.
Bulldogs just about killed off this penalty here. 9 seconds remain in the penalty, 11:44 in this second period. They really did a great job in the last 30 or 40 seconds there, just going back and forth. They had a couple of shorthanded opportunities here, so just one more clear to go, and I think they should be good for 5-on-5.
Yeah, 9 seconds remain in the power play. It's off our official game clock, but we're not going to throw it back up there for 9 seconds. As trickles down underneath, now played up off the boards and all the way down. Bulldogs are back to full strength. Mott skates off the ice. Now some contact in the neutral zone. Brow chasing after it. Getting tangled up. Weidman, backhand pass underneath. Strasky plays it forward, looking for Reimer. It's stolen away. Weidman takes the defender off the puck, and Strasky gets tangled, and they'll say puck touched a foreign object, so we will have a face-off to the left of Traska.
Nice play there by Rotolo to keep it in right on the blue line, keep the Panthers on the offensive attack. They've narrowed the gap here with the shot totals, 21-14. Bulldogs still lead it, but it's really been all Panthers through the last couple of minutes, especially with those penalties.
Reimer comes away and tries to float it forward. They'll call it dead once again, saying it touched a player in the bench area.
And they're going to make this a neutral zone face-off, even though it was Reimer who dished it from behind his own blue line and hit the bench area of Pittsburgh in the neutral zone, so they'll make it a neutral zone face-off.
Awaiting the face-off is Reimer for the Bulldogs. He'll win it. Zaski plays it forward. It's loose in the neutral zone. Picking it up is Crowell. He plays it and gets planted for his efforts. A big hit by Cyrus Toth, and now the puck is cleared up the ice. Bulldogs putting pressure on. Toth will retreat. And it's a sandwich behind the net. Zaski and Toth combined for a big hit, and another big hit right at the blue line. Taking the puck away is Sebastian Smith, who looks to play it forward. Bulldogs are flying around right now. Now the Panthers with an opportunity. It's offsides. And a big hit to go along with it as Ashley twirled off the hit.
This is what we're talking about. This is Bulldog hockey. Bodies flying everywhere. Skates leaving the ice. Just laying your body on the line. This is what we talk about. Have mid-period energy, middle of the game, especially now here in the second period. Things just kind of lull down. You wait for some kind of energy spark, and Cyrus Toth got things going right there as he was able to get the hit on, and then we saw a couple more hits right after that. Bulldogs trying to energize this team, get the crowd into it as it's 1-1 with just under 10 minutes to go. You got to find some kind of energy source in the middle of the period.
Yeah, and I think that's what the contact really does for the Bulldogs, is brings energy. It fires up this team. It gets them excited to continue playing. So here's the face-off. Schomburger can't handle it. It's played up. Now back, Schomburg picks it up as a player takes a tumble. And a whistle sounds.
Yeah, that was a rush I think they might want to have back. It was 4-on-4, but they got blown dead for offsides. That just happened on the other end with Pittsburgh here. Just got to be a little cleaner, keep that skates behind the blue line, and they can have a nice rush on. I think both teams, now the game's starting to slow down a little bit here in the second period. A couple of hits, but still fast pace, but more whistles in between.
This puck escapes. McLaughlin back to recover it. He's got Mott to his left. He'll make a move, keeps it on his stick himself. Now he plays it up for Mintz. Mintz skates ahead. Back in front in the slot, spinning pass and big contact. McLaughlin gets put into the boards.
Boy, how good is Ethan McLaughlin doing it on all ends of the ice. He's one of the best defensemen we see out here on the ice. Gets that pass up through the stick of a Pittsburgh defender and then goes coast to coast, nearly had a shot on net, ends up drawing the penalty. So Bulldogs go on for their second power play of the day with just under 10 minutes to go in the second period. We'll see what they make of it.
Yeah, and the captain's going to sit in the sin bin. Brady Rotolo out of Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. Puck is played forward. Mins can't keep it in. It'll be off the boards, and McLaughlin will pick it up, trying to set up the rush. Some incidental contact leads to a 3-on-3. Played up the wide side. Breaks applied Reagan. Call goes as hooking. Mins with patience starts attacking. Shot from the hard angle. Now off the boards, Turin wraps it to Reimer. Reimer takes it on the blue line, pass to Mins, unmanned. Pass right in front, he had Turin on the backside. Now McLaughlin will pick it up. His shot takes an odd bounce off Turin's deflection. Bulldogs trying not to squander. McLaughlin to Reimer. Reimer breaks applied. Retreating, now on the blue line. Reimer skates right. He'll spin back once again. Pass over to McLaughlin. Cross ice feed Mins. Pass right into the slot, and it's broken up. Reagan couldn't get to it. Puck stays in the offensive zone underneath. Reagan can't handle it cleanly. Now he'll pick it up. It's passed up, and McLaughlin can't handle it on his stick. So the Bulldogs will have to reset. And they were offsides. Everybody was telling him to play it. There were no hand raised. So, an interesting call there. It seems the official is saying that it was on the blue line the entire time, but if it's offsides, not quite sure why we'd be having the face-off all the way down in the circle right to the direct right of Traska here.
Yeah, that one really to the dismay of the Bulldog bench, a little above my pay grade on why they're taking it down there. I wish we had our good announcer friend here, Alex Sermon. I'm sure he would be able to understand and explain to us on why that's happening.
Unfortunately, our good friend is playing hockey currently, so a little busy, can't reach out. Jammer tangled up into the corner. And now getting really tangled up. Bulldogs come away. Spinning. DeCalloway plays it. Zaski off the boards. Flipped into the air. Now stolen away by Zaski. DeCalloway can't handle it. And a big hit. Couldn't even see it coming. Just a blindside hit, taking Smith off his feet. Straight out of the box from Rotolo. Bulldogs back on the attack. Gajewski breaks applied. Schomburger leaves it behind. Strasky to Brow. Brow attacking. Leaves it long. Nice move, and it will escape the zone. Allen starts attacking. Weaving through the defense. Allen can't handle it. Panthers play it over to Peluso, and a big hit from Allen. Bodies are flying as we're over halfway into this game. Played up ice. Schomburger leaves it for Marley. Spinning, leaves for Allen. Now played underneath. Almost a reset play for the Bulldogs as Marley goes flying. Brow plays it for Marley. It's stolen back. And we will have icing, so quick breather there for the Bulldog players, but the Panthers are going to be stuck on the surface.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs here, I think you got to be careful. They've taken a couple of hits against yourself and then you get mad, you want to retaliate. You got to be careful not to get called for a roughing penalty, especially late in the second period. That seems to be always the case. Someone gets called for a penalty nearing these latter stages of the second period, and then they kind of take that momentum into the third.
This one off the boards. Mott attacking, plays it underneath. A little bit of sloppy stick work. McLaughlin on the point. Reagan attacking, breaks applied. Reagan leaves. Nye back to Reagan, who fans on it. Didn't make clean contact, and now the niceties after the play right behind the bench, or right behind the netminder, mind you.
Yeah, a couple of last-ditch efforts through the stick in near the glove of Coppola, and then Reagan almost double clutched. He got hit and wanted to retaliate, and he was like, I don't want to draw a penalty here, and then he's like, nah, screw it, I'm just going to hit this guy anyway.
So it's going to be Reimer's line. Bulldogs played in the corner. McLaughlin off the shins. Sometimes those shin guards are lifesavers for a goalie. Bulldogs trying to take possession back. It's Sebastian Smith. Skating around, he'll leave it behind. McLaughlin to Mott. Mott makes a man miss. Now he'll retreat back to the blue line. Mott sends one in, it's deflecting around. Smith, spin shot. Looked to be off the mask. Now Smith plays it underneath, pass into the slot. Jammer's shot is wide, hitting the boards behind. McLaughlin with some big contact with Suecki. Haven't called his name much since that opening goal. 4.5 remain here in the second period. Reimer plays it, Jammer, backhand, up and over. Chasing after is Gajewski, who sends one in front. Reimer asking for a change. Played low, covered by Traska, and he takes a little bit of contact. Bulldogs are going to let the Panther know that you're not allowed to touch our netminder.
Yeah, I think his stick just kind of, when he slashed his arm, maybe he got under the glove a little bit there. He's going to take the mask off, kind of reset himself. Bulldogs got a lot of offensive opportunity here. Pittsburgh bench just recently was barking at the refs, looking for a penalty. Didn't really see what they're arguing about, but now they get an offensive zone draw, look to win it quickly, fire a shot on net.
1-1 the score, 4:15 remain. Puck played long, retreating to recover is Foster. Turin puts the pressure on, and that shot is glove saved by a Panther defender. Foster leaves it for Pelusa, who can't handle it. Backhand feed up the ice, stolen away by Foster. Big contact from Turin. Zaski sends it over. Callaway pushes it up. Turin racing forward, keeps it wide and sends it off the boards. Big hit by Zaski, planting the Panther player. Two sticks collide. It'll be interesting who gets sent, but one of them will. And I believe it's going to be, looks like it's going to be DeCallaway. It was either him or the man actually being called the culprit, Cyrus Toth.
It's Toth, yeah, he got called for the tripping. Collided with the Panthers there. Panthers are doing a real nice job of getting the pucks deep, dumping it into the corners of the ice. That's really been their only source of offense, just trying to get it deep and work from there. Bulldogs, on the other hand, they're just able to kind of weave it in there on their own stick at free will. We'll see how each team goes. And like I said, have a penalty late in the second period.
Played in front, deflects away. Good defense from this Bulldogs penalty kill unit. Now played on the dot, back, shot attempt broken up, fighting for possession, skied in the air. Moltari heading this attack, played back for Bilski. Forgive me, that was Rotolo who couldn't handle it. Bilski will skate back to recover this puck from Coppola. They'll leave it alone. It'll be Rotola passing it up. The 1-2 feed. Moltari runs into a host of defenders, still gets a backhand chance. Nye steals it away. Nye with one man on his backside, one man to beat up in front of him. And he'll get tripped up, having none of it is the Pittsburgh defense. Fighting for possession. Now played underneath, it's Crow. Crow handles it, makes one man miss. McLaughlin pressuring, no one behind as he left it for Jammer, who clears it. And the Bulldogs stay clean as of right now. Left for Foster, now passed over Peluso. Some big contact there in the neutral zone, and now Weidman being the aggressor for the Bulldogs. Peluso, shot in front, kicked away. Weidman getting low and swiping at the puck to get it out of there. Now Weidman steals it away. Weidman with a breakaway opportunity, and the Panthers put it to rest in a quick manner. Toth will skate off ice. Going the other way. Panthers, backhand. No chance at the glove save, just deflected it away was Traska. Some contact. Mott fakes the pass, opens up. He'll send one down. Some contact. Brow recovers the loose puck. He skates to his left, keeps a man on his back. It's going to be recovered by Strasky. Plays it in. Brow recovers it in the corner. Underneath, 40 seconds to go. And the puck will escape the zone. Schaumburger on his horse to get back there. Schaumburger plays it for Gajewski. Gajewski breaks applied, looking to set it up. Pass right into the backside. Unable to handle it with Strasky. Now Gajewski recovers on the point, sends it in, deflected up into the protective netting. 14.9 remains here in the second period of play.
Boy, did Strasky have an opportunity there. Just couldn't keep it on the tape of his backhand. Had Coppola on the wrong side of the net. All he had to do was flick it up and it would have been a goal. Under 15 seconds to go here. See if Adrian can strike late. That would have a lot of momentum going into the third.
Skating back is Toth. He'll play it in. Gajewski pressuring. Smith and Gajewski. Smith comes away with it. He plays it to Toth. Toth rifles one in. Blocked away, and time will expire. We're deadlocked at 1 with a scoreless period here in the second as we get ready for the third period of play. It was a second period that we didn't see any goals, but we've seen a lot of action and a lot of bodies hit the ice. Nathan, what do the Panthers need to fix coming into the third period of play?
Well, they've done a really good job of staying out of the penalty box. I think only one penalty for them, maybe even none here in the second period. And they've gotten pucks deep, especially in the second period. They've gotten them into the corners, just kind of working from there, but they really haven't gotten a lot of shots on net. They're still sitting at 16 as they were at 14 probably about 8-9 minutes ago. They just can't get things going here despite a couple of Bulldog mistakes being on the penalty kill. They just aren't able to pass it around. This period was kind of broken up into 3 or 4 sections. You know, we had the first time, and it was kind of flying up and down the ice as you expect in the first couple of minutes of a period. Then it kind of slowed down a little bit, and then in the middle of the period, we had that energy. You know, a couple of hits. Toth started it off, and then back-to-back hits of skates leaving the ice kind of energized the crowd, energized the players. They took the momentum into the latter stages of the second period. And then we had that penalty against the Bulldogs in Cyrus Toth. Pittsburgh unable to capitalize on it, but they got a couple of shots on net. But Bulldogs still even had almost a shorthanded opportunity there with Blake Weidman. And that's really been the savior for the Bulldogs here, and then all year especially has been their penalty kill. They usually have 2 defensemen right in front of the goal taking shots to the shins, neck, and everywhere else they can find it, except to keep it out of the back of the net. So Bulldogs doing a really good job here in the second period. They keep it deadlocked, no scores at all for the second one. So we go to the third, knotted up at 1.
Quick recap on those penalties, as you mentioned. So started things off, it was Eli Reimer with a cross-checking call, 4:48 into the second period. And then it was Nathaniel Mott roughing with 6 minutes and 24 seconds into the period. Brady Rotolo with a hooking call, 10 minutes and 34 seconds in. Cyrus Toth, of course, that tripping call you had just mentioned, 16:35 left into the period, and that was a call that could have went either way. Toth and I believe it was the Callaway sticks kind of interlocked, and both caused the tripping, but they decided Toth was the culprit. So that'll do it for the second period of play on the ice, and that'll do it for the second period of play up here in the booth. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News & World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome back into the Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Sean Whitmer. Joining me in the booth is Nathan Lindner, as it's been a long day here at the Arrington Ice Arena, but we have an exciting one here. 1-1 tie as we move into the third period of play. Just 1 minute remains in our break, and we're sitting with a very tight fought battle. Both goals came back in the first period. So Nate, how did we get to where we are right now?
Well, we started out in the first period, early goal from Pittsburgh by Anthony Sawicki, assisted by Augie Ashley. And then a couple of penalties in there, one from each team, Ethan McLaughlin and Andres Foran. And then a goal at the end of the first period for the Bulldogs, coming from Griffin Zaski, assisted by Sebastian Smith and Keegan DeCallaway. Second period warranted no goals, but 4 penalties, 3 for the Bulldogs and 1 for the Pittsburgh Panthers. I'll let you take it from here, Sean.
Well, Mott will recover it in the defensive zone, plays it forward. Now the Panthers back, turnover, Jammer leaves it. Reimer's shot deflected away. McLaughlin keeps it just inside. Mott rifles one in, it's eaten off a body. Trying to play it off the back of Coppola. Now McLaughlin skates back, he'll play it off the boards. Reimer leaves it for Smith, leaves it long, deflects off the plexi. Going the other way is the Panthers. Now battling on the face-off circle. Smith takes it away, Reimer shoots one, and he'll leave it wide. Forgive me, that was Turin who rifled one in, and now reaching up to make the grab is Traska.
Good opportunity there from Turin. Had a little 2-on-1 with his teammate, but just a little out of position. So he fired a shot on net, which I like to see. You want to just get as many shots on net as you can, despite, especially if you don't have the exact positioning you want to get a follow-up.
Now fighting for possession. Played it hard off the plexi. Turin skating back, leaves it for Gajewski with a hard shot. It'll go wide. Turin gets put into the boards. DeCallaway battles for possession. Gajewski will steal it away. It's stolen right back. Now the Panthers, 2-on-3, and they will just saucer it down. It's covered by Traska.
Traska making the business decision there to just cover it up with the Panther collapsing in on him. They had 3 Bulldogs also there, but decided to just wait and take the shift change for both teams. 90 seconds into this one, already a couple whistles. We're going to see a little more freely played here as we get going into the third period.
And we're waiting the face-off now. Has been a fun, exciting day today. This one caroms off the boards, recovered by the Bulldogs. Played up for Schomburger. Marley sends it in, and it's covered up. So real quickly, would like to remind you that all these ACTV streams are fully student ran, and of course our crew for today, it is myself, Sean Whitmer, joined with me is Nathan Lindner. We got Michael Hale on top cam, Kenny Shoup on director, Joshua Mitchell is running the action cam as Strasky will send one in for another whistle, and I'm going to let you talk this time because my voice hurts.
Yeah, just kind of finding a lack of rhythm here early on in the third period. Shots back and forth, goalie's just covering it up, waiting for faceoffs to happen as Schomburger's going to get ejected from this one.
Strasky picks it up, skates towards the blue line, he'll dump it underneath. Allen battles for possession, he'll get it. Plays it in front, it's knocked loose, stolen away. Now played back, Panthers can't handle it. This one takes an odd hop, goes over towards the bench area, and it'll hit a stick that was hanging over the bench wall. So we'll have a face-off there at the neutral zone.
And I think the puck hit off of the chest of Allen, ricocheted towards the Bulldogs bench, and then a Pittsburgh player tried to dump it in, and Bulldog stick just hanging over the edge. Kind of caught that one. Surprised they honestly didn't give it to more of an offensive zone draw here, considering it's probably not where you want your stick to be.
Bulldogs with a chance. Reagan has the opportunity and scores! The Bulldogs take the lead. It's Cash Reagan.
This is what we talk about, having an open opportunity with no one in front of the net. Reagan, right place, right time, even on his backhand, gets it to his forehand, a quick wrist shot, and he dives in the celebration to break this tie up at one apiece. Bulldogs take it 2-1, first lead of the night. We'll see how they play with it the rest of the way.
Cash Reagan, a phenomenal effort. And now he'll be on the face-off circle. Little tie-up. Brandon Nye plays it into the corner. He'll pick it up, recovers, played back, now into the slot. It's Reagan kicking. It'll get knocked loose. McLaughlin plays it, and Cash Reagan comes away. Reagan leaves it. Allen can't handle it, and it's deflected up off the plexi. Back and forth, arm raised. Delayed whistle. It's going to go against the Bulldogs. Reagan thought he touched it, but no, we're going to get some 6-on-5 here for a moment. Panthers looking to answer. Played up off the boards. Now back and in. Essentially icing, but it's going to be a cross-check instead going against Cash Reagan. How about that for an eventful 2 minutes of play?
Yeah, less than a minute after he scores the game untying, the go-ahead goal in this one. He gets called for unsportsmanlike, not unsportsmanlike, but what he did was unsportsmanlike. Not sure what the call was. He had the guy on the ground and gave him a little extra cross-check there. Kind of pushed him on the ground. So Bulldogs, again, getting the penalty box. They had 3 last period, one in the first. So this will be their 5th penalty of the night.
5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Just under 17 remains here in the game, and the Bulldogs will clear it right away. Coppola leaves it. 3 Panthers get back to set up the rush. Weidman pressuring. Nice play up the ice. Now skating forward. Stolen away by Zaski. Plays it off the boards. Weidman comes in swiping. Now it's going to get played down into the corner. Underneath. Shot from a tough angle. Zaski will play it off the boards. Battling is Weidman, who pokes it free and sends it underneath. They will reset. Now racing forward is the Panthers. Shot high off the glass, and it'll clear itself. Strasky can't handle it. Tried to knock it free. It'll be icing. Felt like Strasky might have touched that puck, And that's what I believe Pittsburgh coaches want there. Of course, Pittsburgh head coach Stu Rulnick in his 4th season has a career record of 64, 55, and 11. Same record as what he has with the Panthers.
I think that was one of the assistants coach who was really barking on the refs on that one. Did not like the call. Unfortunate for Pittsburgh there. Even if it was tipped, Pittsburgh also had 2 guys right there near the puck to try to call off the icing, but under a minute left in the power play.
Played up. Crowell sends it up into the netting. Likely assistant coach Brendan Johns. Only assistant coach listed on the Panthers website. So we'll have a face-off at the center circle here. It'll be to Callaway, who knocks it free. Nye plays it low. Coppola sends it underneath. Skating after, trying to box him out. Picking it up and going the other way. Battling for possession, now saucered down. Good job by Justin Jammer. Team captain has had a little bit more of a quiet day today, but he's made the little things happen when they need to. Weidman's wipes at it, and it will go out of play, so we'll have ourselves a neutral zone draw.
That must be one of Blake Weidman's favorite plays to make. Just kind of flings his stick out with one hand, keeping it low to the ground. High probability you're going to get some kind of piece of it. He's done that several times. It's worked out pretty well for him thus far. You just got to hope it doesn't get beat on it once in a while later in the season.
So the Panthers win the draw. Racing up with a body screen and nice body save by Traska there. So 2 seconds remain here in the Bulldog penalty kill before Cash Reagan comes screaming out of the box, and then we will have ourselves 5-on-5 hockey once again.
The Panthers really weren't able to get anything going here as far as like a set play or anything. They just were back and forth battling. Obviously had that icing call going against them. Bulldogs knock it out of play right there. Now they're full strength. They weren't able to get any set play and kind of move freely as I thought they would, especially early on in the second period, and things kind of slowing down. Lots more whistles here, so I thought they would go a lot more faster pace, kind of to get a bunch of shots on net in an effort to tie this thing up going later in the third period. Bulldogs still have the lead, though.
So on the face-off dot, puck is dropped. Mott plays it behind. Now up. One-on-one chance, Sebastian Smith. He has some reinforcements. Smith makes a nice move, plays it off the wall, now right in front. The shot attempt up high and over. Reimer comes in, trying to recover the loose puck. It's played back to the line. McLaughlin, D to D, trickles aside and right next to the goal. Can't get anything to work. Gajewski tries to block it. It'll escape the zone. Drifting back, McLaughlin clears it. Nice job catching it there through the air by Forend. Nice move right in front. Shot, scores! Colby Bilski responds for the Panthers.
Bilski just picked up the puck and had an open lane right to the net. Off of McLaughlin's leg, makes a nice move to get past Mott, and with the backhand absolutely beats Traska to tie this thing up at 2 goals apiece.
Just a phenomenal effort by Bilski. So we're deadlocked back at 2. And this has been the only period that's mattered, it feels like. Bulldogs play the puck up. Some contact. Now it's underneath. Zaski chases after it. First goal scorer on the day for the Bulldogs. Zaski starts the rush. Leaves it off his stick. It'll be recovered and played for Allen. Allen couldn't handle it. It goes into the corner. Cross ice feed taken away by the Panthers. Pass up the ice and an opportunity. Nice move, but can't get it to go. It's up and over. Battling for possession. Coming away is Marley. Marley plays it wide. Flipped forward. Sat down is Zaski. Forend. Over to Foster. Now into the neutral zone. Saucered up the ice. Back underneath. Toth. Battling for possession is the Bulldogs. Trying to keep this Panthers team at bay. Mins plays it underneath. Now they're battling. Cash Reagan kicks it. He'll recover. He's got Strasky on the point. Strasky tries to flip it back to Reagan. It clears the zone. An opportunity for the Panthers. It's Tomac. His shot off the glass. Rides the boards for a minute. A little incidental contact with Traska. Now battling right there in front of the Pittsburgh bench area. Battling for possession. Bulldogs come away. They leave it for Reagan. Reagan skating ahead. Shoots wide. It'll be off the glass. Recovered by Nye. Nye skates ahead. Tries to play it in front. Mins couldn't get his hands on it. Now he'll steal it away. He gets tripped up, picked up by Reagan. Puck left behind. It's cleared the zone. Skating back for it is McLaughlin. McLaughlin recovers it. Plays it forward to Callaway. To Gajewski. Gajewski right in front. Spin pass to Callaway. Opportunity stolen away by the Panthers. McLaughlin plays it in. Glove saved by Coppola. And the whistle sounds.
That last rush there for the Bulldogs was the first time in a couple of minutes that they've really had any real control of the puck. It's just been back and forth. They haven't been able to control it, keep it on the tape. They've been losing their footing, losing everything. They seem to be scrambling left and right all around. And for Pitt, they've had a couple of opportunities here. Obviously had the goal. Their one move seems to be, I think we pressed left button on the controller, hitting with that little sidestep, and it just seems to get the Bulldogs going wrong way.
The man that scored, Colby Bilski, attacking on the wing. Now it wraps the zone. Gajewski recovers. Has McLaughlin coming to help. Turin plays it off the boards. It'll escape the zone somehow, bouncing over the stick of a Panther. Change being made. Bulldogs playing it forward. Smith, cross ice feed. Turin couldn't handle it on the first attempt. He'll gather. Pass into the slot. Smith couldn't handle it. Too far behind him. Mott plays it up the ice, battling for possession. Jammer has entered the game. Panthers, not a lot of options. Bulldogs smothering on defense right now. Puck loose in the crease, jumping on it is Traska. And after what felt like an eternity without a whistle, we get back-to-back whistles.
Yeah, like we said early on in the period, it was really stop and go play, a lot of whistles. And then once the goal happened and before and after it was more freely played. Now we get a couple more whistles here. Traska kind of taking a breather. He's been getting beat up back there, taking a lot of shots lately.
Reimer playing it forward, 2-on-2 opportunity, now 3-on-3. Reimer puts the brakes on, falls down. Panthers try to clear it. Jammer comes in, and it's going to be stolen away by the Panthers. Now pushing the pressure. Little bit of tanglement there in the neutral zone, no whistle. Bulldogs take back possession. Pass to Reimer, now back. Smith comes away with the puck, shot. Glove saved! Right into the face of Sam Coppola.
Coppola with a great glove save on his left hand. It was the decision between taking the shot for Smith or passing it off to Jammer right in front. And that's the decision you got to make, as hockey players. You want to take the shot, try to get a goal, or even with a ricochet on a rebound.
As Toth, his shot is deflected by a Panther and almost still found its way in. This gets tipped. Toth racing back. First one there. He'll play it off the boards. Allen trying to recover it. Panthers dump it in underneath. Toth leaves it. It's Marley, back to Toth. Back to Marley. In between the legs, stolen away by the Panthers. Going the other way, poked away by Zaski. Marley undercuts. Picking it up is Allen, going the other way. Puts the brakes on, it's stolen away by the Panthers. Some contact there right at the blue line. Coming away with it is Zaski. Leaves it for Strasky. And just absolutely tackled is Strasky. He got bear hug and slung to the boards as Nye left it for Schomburger. And that's almost certainly what the whistle is going to be on.
Penalty going against Pitt here. It'll be number 17, Derek Petrick, for holding. Referee got taken out in that last play as it hurt the crowd go a little ooh.
Yeah, the crowd will always chirp the officials no matter what sport it is. If it's a funny moment like that, you know everyone's okay. Might as well have some fun with it.
The Pittsburgh Panthers have really been able to capitalize on the Bulldogs' mistakes, a couple of turnovers, ever since they've gotten more freely to play in.
McLaughlin leaves it, dumped in. Now back to McLaughlin. Plays it over to Turin. One-timer deflects away. McLaughlin picks it up. He's got Reagan in front. Plays it to the side. Reagan fans on recovering the pass. Diving out of the crease by far to get the puck and tripping up Turin. Coppola has to be careful there. You dive out of the crease that far, you're asking to get scored on.
Well, he was making sure that he got the puck secure and no one else was going to have it. Ever since the Panthers were able to play a little more freely, instead of dumping it down, they just kind of find themselves with the opportunity to have the puck and freely skate in, have a lot more better chances. That's how they got the goal earlier in this period.
Reimer wants it on the back door. Skating around, leaving McLaughlin. One-timer, it's loose in front. Reagan scoops it up. Puts the brakes on. Reagan leaves it for Reimer. Back to McLaughlin. D-to-D pass. Skating ahead. Shot. Inside. No. Broken up. Turin leaves it for Reagan. Pass. Reimer can't handle it on the tape. Now Reimer. Patience. Minute 10 remains. Pass across the ice. Back to Reimer, broken up by the Panthers. Caleb Mins over there across the ice. Now Mins picks it up, center ice, leaves it for Reimer. Reimer skates around, takes it on the backhand. It's broken up, and it's the first time the Panthers will get a chance to make a change. Bulldogs will do the same. Now we'll get things back underway. 35 seconds remains in the power play. Zaski leaves it behind him. Smith skates ahead with pace. Smith weaving between defenders. Shot is saved. Sebastian Smith trying to get fancy with it, but Kapala kept his eye on the puck.
Back-to-back nice defensive play there by Maste and Kavulik, warranting Bulldogs not getting anything going on offense. This has been the theme of this game, really. They've been so much in the Pittsburgh territory, I almost forgot they're on a power play. I was about to say, when's this next penalty going to come?
This one rides the bench area boards, gets underneath. Zaski will recover. If the Bulldogs want to capitalize on the power play, they'll have to move quick, and it seems that's what they're going to do. Zaski skates down Main Street, leaves it behind. Smith, same play we just seen. Smith weaves, leaves. DeCallaway, wide open chance. Shot blocked up and over. Says tied it 2. Underneath, DeCallaway leaves it off the boards. Gajewski, shot in front, deflected around. It'll be recovered by the Panthers, and big contact behind the play. No one's seen it. DeCallaway took out the Panther defender, and we're going to have an extremely delayed whistle.
That whistle is just for offsides. DeCallaway absolutely laid out a Panther, and Jonesy wasn't looking at it. It could have easily been called for interference. Puck wasn't even close to it.
If I'm not mistaken, it could have been called for interference, cross-checking, maybe boarding.
Roughing.
There were so many things that could have been called, but if the ref isn't looking, did it really even happen? Dumped into the corner. Chasing after it is Schaefer. Plays it off the boards. Bulldogs take possession. Now pass underneath. It's Toff. Toff has one ricochet off the boards. They'll wave off icing, saying it was deflected. This one loose in front, stolen away by the Panthers. Marley gets tangled up. Strasky leaves it underneath. Pass to Schomburger. Schomburger tries to put the brakes on, gets tripped up. And there's the whistle. Bulldogs will be back in the 5-on-4.
This is the power play for the Bulldogs. This is the time. 5:45 left to go in the third period. You have a man advantage at one of the best power plays in the country. Let's see what they can do. They got Jammer out there, Smith, DeCallaway, Gajewski, and Zaski, who scored the first goal of the game. Got 2 minutes, the man advantage. They just wasted one a couple minutes ago where they had the advantage.
And that was Colby Bilski sent to the box. Player that scored the last goal. Gajewski with the one-timer. Doesn't get all of it. Back to Gajewski. He'll play it into the wing. DeCallaway pass right in front. Jammer couldn't handle it. Official call is hooking. Gajewski leaves it behind him. Jammer. Cross ice feed, it's Smith. Smith back to Gajewski. Off the iron and stays out. Up into the netting. The whistle will sound.
You can hear the call here. And that one hit iron. Unbelievable trade. 92 seconds left in the power play. Bulldogs have already gotten a couple of good opportunities here.
How about that? We talk about goalies having to buy some food for their defenders that eat pucks for them. What do you do for the bar that saves you?
Give it a kiss.
D to D, Gajewski. Skating around, leaves it for Zaski. Zaski, pass right in front, deflected. DeCallaway can't handle it. Now passed right up top to Gajewski. Leaves it Smith. Shot, scores! Sebastian Smith breaks the tie.
Smith, the captain, gets the pass from Gajewski and is able to put it away. Bulldogs take the lead 3-2 on the power play goal. Under 5 minutes to go here in this one. That's Sebastian Smith's 5th goal on the year. Moves into a tie for second in points total.
Sent underneath. Trasko will recover it. Mott plays it. Panthers looking for the quick answer. It might catch him off guard. Panther defender falls down, but he recovers nicely. Reagan picks up the puck. Gives to Mins. Mins puts the brakes on, returns. McLaughlin. D to D pass. Mott comes away clean, and his shot will bounce off the boards. McLaughlin plays it to the wing. Mins dumps it underneath. Henderson, spin pass to Crowell. Or no, forgive me, that was Mistay. Mott will dump it in. Henderson chasing after. Reagan putting the pressure on. He'll deflect it, but no help. Now being pressured along the boards by Marley. McLaughlin with a little contact. Marley trying to come away with it. Everyone's falling down on this slick surface. Pressure from Allen, who finds himself almost falling into the pit bench. Marley deflecting it, trying to come away with it. Schomburger steals it. He made a phenomenal move, but the whistle sounds late, and it's going to be Marley going to the box. So how about this for an opportunity for the Panthers to answer?
Yeah, Marley going to the box for holding. Kind of got tangled up there with another Panther player. And this is the opportunity they're looking for. 3:40 to go in the third period. Panthers down 1. They'll be sending their first power play unit out there, try to tie this thing up. Bulldogs penalty kill has been great all night. Let's see if they can keep it up for another 2 minutes.
Bulldogs come away with the puck and will aim for the Pittsburgh bench. That's not necessarily where you want to put the puck if you're trying to kill off this penalty.
Yeah, maybe he had a little bad blow with the coach in previous years. He almost sniped him there.
He might have been aiming for a while. Maybe he just wanted to give some souvenirs away to the fans. Forgot about the netting. Panthers win the faceoff. It's played underneath into the corner. Bilski fights for possession in the corner. He's got Jammer battling. It's on the point. Shot inside. It's still loose. Bulldogs will clear it. So it's going to be holding is the official call against the Bulldogs. Now played up, Bilski. See if he's got the hot hand. He tries to go around, and a big hit from the smaller player in stature.
Uses that lower leverage to get under DeCallaway.
DeCallaway and Bilski. DeCallaway will play it back underneath. 1 minute and 6 seconds remain. It's played up. Petrie battling for possession. Has some help. It's still loose underneath. Crowell picks it up. Panthers need to slow things down and be patient. They'll play it to Peluso. Back to Crowell. Crowell skating around just outside the circle. Back to Peluso. Shot fans. Still loose. Bulldogs haven't cleared it yet. They're still battling for possession. Bulldogs are out of position. Crowell's shot is deflected away. Peluso picks it up. Shot is loose, and they score! The Panthers answer.
Derek Petrick ties it up at 3 apiece after a nice play by Toff defensively. Bulldogs get caught out of position, and Traska lets in his 3rd goal of the night. That one just beats them on the left side, and a huge goal for Pittsburgh as they tie it up down 1 goal, 3-3 with 2:06 left. We might be heading to overtime here.
And I think that's what the Panthers are kind of grasping onto right now, is that factor of overtime. Bulldogs win the faceoff. McLaughlin plays it up. Smith unmanned. Makes a move. Reimer takes a spill. Battling for possession. It's left behind. Picked up by Schaefer. Now Bilski plays it long. Henderson's pass off the skate of Jammer. Jammer realizing he had a chance for a second. That takes an odd bounce off the boards. Henderson and Smith chasing after it. Gets played up. McLaughlin will send one on net. The Bulldogs will recover. McLaughlin, backhand pass. Corner to corner, it's Mott. He puts the brakes on. Off the boards to McLaughlin. Now up ice to Smith. Battling with Smith, but he will control. Saucer into the neutral zone. Can't handle it, was Turin. Stealing it away is the Panthers. The Panthers leave it behind. Another opportunity. Shot in front and knocked away by Traska.
Good patience there by Sebastian Smith to kind of hang on with the guy on his back. He's able to get it out to his teammate. Then turnover in the neutral zone. That's really been the story as of late, is Bulldogs turnovers, and that's how the Pittsburgh Panthers, that's how they capitalize on it. Under a minute to go here. Let's hope the Bulldogs can fare off a last-ditch effort from the Panthers.
Reagan wins the faceoff. 50 seconds. Bulldogs play it deep. Icing is called. Turin was winning the race with Peluso. It will not matter. It'll be a faceoff in the offensive end for the Panthers.
Boy, Peluso and Turin were just about even. Referee decides to blow it dead. Bulldogs keep having to get faceoffs in their own zone, trying to clear it out. They're not on the penalty kill anymore. They can't just ice it down. Coppola been a little slow lately in goal for Panthers.
Played back, 40 seconds. Reagan plays it for Turin. Turin stretching. Couldn't make contact, but they'll wave off icing anyway. Gajewski with a big hit. Strasky, D-to-D pass, it's Brow. 30 seconds remain. Bulldogs move into the offensive zone. It's off the board. Strasky can't get there in time. They'll have to reset. They can set up one more rush. Panthers are going to get fresh legs on the ice. Strasky played forward. Nye takes a big hit in the neutral zone. Suwecki, and the shot, it's loose. Suwecki tries one. No. Knocked away. 6 seconds remain. Played in front. Knocking around by everyone. No one with a clean look, and the horn will sound. And we will get extras. 2-minute break. And then I believe it's a 5-minute overtime period of play here in the ACHA. Quick recap of that third period. We've seen 2 goals. We've seen some penalties. We've seen a lot of action. Nathan, give us the quick recap.
Started off 2:19 into the third period. Cash Reagan scored the goal, and then less than a minute after he had the penalty for cross-checking, which eventually led to the power play goal from Kobe Bilski, number 12. And then 2 back-to-back penalties for Pittsburgh going against Petrick and Bilski. So a little theme there. We have both goal scorers getting penalties later on. And then a game go-ahead goal from Sebastian Smith off the assist from Gajewski and Zaski. And then a penalty for the Bulldogs against Luke Marley for holding, which eventually led to the power play goal for Derek Petrick, assisted by Alex Peluso and Augie Ashley. And that's how we got here, tied at 3, no scoring in the second, 2 goals apiece in the third, along to go with a couple penalties, 2 goals apiece, 2 penalties apiece in the third. This thing is tied up tighter than a pair of shoestrings.
Well, we're going to take a quick step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome back. Face-off is dropped, and we are back. Resetting everything. Bulldogs playing it up the ice. DeCallaway, he has Smith cutting back door. Panthers will steal it away. It's 3v3, golden goal situation, 5-minute period. Plays it in. Traska, nice job at relocating. Suwecki getting pressured by Smith, and it's covered up by Traska, and maybe an early whistle there, but it will not matter as we will get 2 new lines.
I think the whistle was validated. Traska definitely had it under his trap there. And the last-ditch poke from Foster. Interesting in this 3-on-3 overtime period. They changed that rule a couple years ago in the NHL. You see it's trickled down here to the lower levels. It used to be 4-on-4, but they want to let the skill of the players show a little more, so they go 3-on-3, open up the ice a lot more.
Battling for possession. Pezo sends it back. Peluso getting pressured by Raymer. Raymer puts a body on him. Coming to recover the puck is Fripp. Stolen away. Gajewski fans on the shot. It's covered up. Almost missed the Bulldogs stealing the puck. Looked just in time to see Gajewski winding for that shot.
Real good opportunity there for the Bulldogs. Had almost a 2-on-1 scenario. It's interesting to see how the coaches will play this. You have 3 players, so do you put out 2 forwards and 1 defenseman, or 2 defensemen, 1 forward? Looks like for the Bulldogs right now we got 2 forwards and Mott at defense.
Turin pressuring with Jammer. 2 forwards, but 2 of the taller forwards. Jammer in front to Turin, but it's covered up. So you put 2 of your taller forwards on the ice here with Jammer, who's 6'3", Turin, who's 6'6", Mott, one of your best defenders on the team, Pass up ice. This is where Mott's defensive prowess will show. And he forces his man into the corner. Great job by Mott. Moltari had no room to work. Now Mott running the show. Weaving around Moltari. He'll push it into the offensive zone. Moltari will recover it. It's back and forth. Whatever you can do, I can do better, and Jammer will steal it away from Bilski. Up to Turin, who slips. Of course, surface didn't get cleaned there in between. Jammer plays to Mott. Battling, spin pass. Jammer shot is saved.
Out of control, but the Bulldogs get a high-quality shot on net. Mott, a highly skilled defenseman, and not afraid to take a shot in the knees or chest. And we have a power play coming up for the Bulldogs. Going to the box is, guess who? Colby Bilski. So for the next 2 minutes, it'll be 4-on-3 in overtime, and this is the Bulldogs' chance. I feel like if they score here, obviously if they score here, it's over, but they got to score here. If they don't, I don't think it's going their way tonight.
Battling for possession and now cleared. Traska will leave it. So it's Zaski, Smith, DeCallaway, and Gajewski for the Bulldogs. It's Rotolo leading things here for the Panthers. Zaski passing it. Gajewski takes a shot, it deflects away. Smith picks it up. To Zaski. Gajewski trailing. Zaski leaves for Gajewski. One-timer shot high. Zaski will recover on the blue line. Marches forward. Gajewski, one-timer shot. Scores! Dylan Gajewski, the senior.
Bulldogs walk it off here in overtime with the absolute one-time slap shot from Dylan Gajewski. He's been waiting there all night. They finally get it done on the power play. Bulldogs take the opening game in this two-game series here in Adrian by a score of 4-3, beating the Pittsburgh Panthers, who put up one heck of a fight. And this is going to be a great matchup tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
I'm almost jealous that I'm not going to be able to work that game tomorrow when the Bulldogs get to take on the Panthers. I will be occupied with other broadcasts, but you will have a fantastic call with Alex Herman tomorrow. Once again, a quick shout out from our crew, myself, Sean Whitmer. Joining me was Nathan Lindner. We had Kenny Shoup directing things, along with Michael Hale and Josh Mitchell on cameras, Josiah Durrell helping us on the back end. Thank you from us here at ACTV, and we will see you next time.